Amma is always telling us that we should understand how we impact Mother Earth, to be more mindful in the way we use nature's resources. In India, from ancient times, there's been a tradition, not just a tradition actually, but an ingrained compulsion to respect all of nature, which comes from the deep belief that nature is a beloved goddess, a mother nature. And that feeling is still strong in the village life of Kerala, here, as Amma grew up. Indian cosmology doesn't proclaim that the universe came out of nothing, but instead that the universe originated from what is described as a seed of potentiality within the expansive oneness that we call the universal consciousness. The vibration of the Big Bang released this potentiality, and from that, waves of vibrations played upon each other to manifest what we experience as this creation. It's like the ripples of a still lake that are created when you toss a stone into it. The ripples multiply, they bump into each other, creating more ripples of various sizes, shapes, and then moving in different directions. These ripples are all made up of water. And in the same way, everything that we are, everything in creation, is essentially that same universal consciousness that's also called God, or the self, the inner self. Therefore, the Vedas say that truly everything and everyone is to be revered.
A few years ago, we were in Japan, and I had the really nice chance of talking to Amma about her relationship with nature and her childhood of growing up here along this peninsula. And Amma said that she knows this land so well. And she was telling us that where we have our farm, our Mitapuri farm, Amma was telling us that she used to go to school just across the street from that farm. Amma said that she used to hear the school bell, and then she would take off running from her house to make it to the school. And Amma said she would walk all along this route here, right where we're sitting now as a child. And she was telling how she used to talk to all of nature as she walked along this backwater route. She would see all of nature as the divine. Amma said that while she would walk along the backwaters here, she would talk to the sky, and she would talk to the trees. She would talk to the birds and talk to the plants, seeing them all as the divine. Amma said that there used to be this little bird, like a hummingbird or a sunbird, that used to always come and hover right in front of Amma's nose. And Amma said she used to talk to that bird. It's so cute to imagine. And Amma was telling that it was in this mood that Amma was in as a child, communing with all of nature as the aspect of the divine. And Amma was telling that at that time, in that bhava, in that mood, Amma would go into the backwaters right here, and she would put herself into the backwaters all the way up to past her chin until her lips were just at the surface of the water. And Amma said she used to just sit there, and then she would wait for the little rippled waves to come. And when they would come, she would kiss them as they came against her mouth, kissing each and every wave, seeing the waves as the divine. It's so beautiful to think about.
To tame the mind, we must begin with outer silence. Outer silence leads to inner silence. We must understand the nature of the mind and strive to tame it intelligently. We must understand the nature of the mind. We cannot still the mind by force. Only through loving acceptance and awareness. We must be patient with ourselves. Force will not work. Meditation is not just sitting still. Meditation is being in the present moment. Meditation is finding joy in the small things of life. A cup of coffee, a walk in the park, feeling the breeze in our face, singing with all our heart, and so on. 6. As spiritual seekers, we all need retreats from life. If we cannot afford to take days off, we can still carve out small chunks of time to practice meditation or mindfulness. We must do so for our own sanity. Sooner or later, life will throw us curveballs. Meditation gives us the strength and distance needed to cope with them. We retreat only so that we may progress or advance in life. Ultimately, it's God's grace that keeps us afloat and that takes us to our destination. Let us never forget that.